Hey guys, welcome back. It's Draftmaster Flash. How are you all doing? So it's here. Here it is. This is Breaking Point. This is my first opportunity to get my hands on it. As you can see, we are with Aiden Jackson. We are in the Carlin F2 car. I believe this is 2020. I call it the 2020 version because it's got the old Carlin style livery on it. The new Carlin car, or the Carlin car for 2020, had the Red Bull livery, and the new 21 cars, they both have the Red Bull livery on it. So I'm not sure if the one had the Red Bull livery and the other one had the normal standard blue Carlin livery. But anyway, as you can see, we're starting off in F2, and to get a chance to get into F1, to my knowledge, as I haven't tried losing, I will try an opposite run through of Breaking Point. But this one I've put it on the medium difficulty because you get 3 chances of difficulty. Didn't know how the cars were going to react because I dived straight in, so I did that. But yeah, I've managed to win this one. As in all fairness, it was not blowing my own trumpet, but it was a little bit easy. But yeah, managed to get this one done. Job done, and obviously you can tell by the thumbnail that I joined Racing Point. But wow, Devin Butler, he is back in all his glory, and he's probably the only one gaming character that I'd like to smash in the face. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, or let me know if you have another gaming character that you would like to give a quick toe punt to. But yeah, as you can see, we're in Abu Dhabi. The F2 car, I'm not sure if this is done for the game for ease and or the ease of driving for all sorts of players. As I send it straight on Giotto, it had to be done, and then I can drive off into the sunset. But yeah, as I said, I'm not sure if this has been done for the ease of driving, but the F2 car that I'm currently driving is phenomenal. Normally in 20, and I've not yet tried them out, the F2 cars on their own, but yeah, in 20 they were really difficult to drive, especially when the turbo spooled up. When the turbo spooled up and you had the boost, 9 times out of 10 you had to correct the steering because it would kick you off to the side. But the first part starts out with you running the F2. You have to win the championship, which is a no-brainer. Then you go on to join a team. I chose Racing Point, obviously, because they're going to be Aston Martin in the new season. And then it starts off at Australia. You have an older teammate, so it was probably like Rosberg and Schumacher at Mercedes back in 2010. And he's really unhappy with you. He's not impressed with you at all. And then Devin Butler comes into the mix, and he's his usual charming self that you just like to give the slap to. But yeah, apart from that, it's all good. I'm really enjoying it. There are a few issues online. Service stability is one, the curbs are another. I know of audio glitches. I know of force feedback issues. A lot of my friends who've raced on it are having serious issues with force feedback. The co-op campaign or co-op career isn't working properly either. You can't choose between realistic or equal cars. So for an example, if you were to play a co-op career, you would need somebody of your level or within a few tenths of you. Otherwise, if you played a guy, so for an example, myself, I'm not the fastest, not the slowest, but I'm probably bang average. But yeah, I couldn't race with somebody like Stubbsy or Viper or some of the quicker guys, because they would just smash me all the time. And that way, if you was to run realistic cars, one could drop into a Williams and the other one could maybe go into a McLaren or go into the Red Bull, or you know what I mean, and have a little bit of a chance. But currently, right now, the only option you've got for co-op is equal performance, which is a bit annoying. I'm really hoping that they will patch it on day release. Obviously, today's Thursday. The game is not officially out until tomorrow, so maybe a day one release patch. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, especially on multiplayer. It's a shame, really, because a lot of F1 racers you've seen me do online lobbies. I have done a few online lobby races, even though they were unstable and kept getting kicked out. And you'll see by the race I did at Canada just how unstable the lobbies are. But yeah, I really like it. The driving experience is definitely upgraded, if you want to call it. Like last season, I ran no TC, always run no assists, and the grip is a lot better this time round. However, the curbs are more violent. One lap you might be able to punch it onto a curb, and the next lap not. Right, we're coming to the checkered flag. I'm gonna leave you guys with this little bit, and I'll be back.
And he's done it! Jackson's done it! Aiden Jackson wins the F2 championship.
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Mercedes in Formula One. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I'd guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here and to your fans who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
Yeah, as you can see, we moved on now to the Australian Grand Prix with 9 laps left to go, and you have to catch up to Ackerman before lap 11. Again, because I was unaware of just how difficult the cars were going to be, I put it on the medium difficulty, which I should have definitely put onto the harder or higher level. But it can be easily done. You can easily catch him. There's only 6 seconds up the road, and As you can see, if you drive normally, you can quite easily catch him. Danny Rick. The cars seem to brake so late. As you can see, I was a bit weary. I didn't know whether to send it or just stick behind him. Because they brake so early, you have to brake early and then they can get away because they have so much traction. But yeah, I'm using quite a lot of ERS to catch up with the Ricardos and need to get by him as soon as possible, or at least stick in his DRS for the next straight. But I think I send it on him. Yeah, send it on him. And fair play, he left me the room, as if he turned in, he would have probably taken us both out. But yeah, I was just focused on getting it in, getting it done, and overtaking Russell. You can see the car jumping around there as I locked up, going into the last but one turn. The last corner at Australia with the curbs is really, really tricky, really seriously tricky. A bit of a nightmare, to be honest. If you come out of there a bit wrong or a bit off, and you potentially throwing yourself into the wall or spinning around and hitting the pit wall. As you can see, Russell just broke and I tried to avoid him, couldn't get by him, which was lucky enough not to cause front wing damage. But still, considering this is my first race, as Russell tried to close the door on me, and they do, the AI are definitely a lot more up for a battle. As when you try to get by, they defend, they try to overtake you, they try to get by you, which is quite dodgy, to be honest, especially going into some corners. But it's good. The AI definitely improved. However, the AI do send it on you, and it seems that the AI are really good for Bahrain. I've raced at Bahrain, Spain, Monaco and Azerbaijan up to point of recording, and it only seems like the AI are okay in Bahrain. Unfortunately, every other thing thereafter, it kind of it goes really, really awry, as in Giovinazzi being able to get on pole and Mick Schumacher finishing third and stuff like that. The AI doesn't seem to be very realistic. So yeah, like I said, there are a few bugs. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to shy away from that point. But here we go.
What a brilliant Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work! And it doesn't! Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
And there we have it. I'm sure there's going to be fireworks in the Racing Point garage this evening.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely. And I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson. Not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
So as you can see by that collision, now it's just a matter of damage limitation. As you can see, I'm starting P11, and I just need to finish the race from here on out. So, and that's what I'm gonna do. Try and get the best. The cars are quick. I need to get by Butler. As like I said, everybody wants to beat Devon Butler, and not just beat him on track either. Obviously, I'm joking, but yeah. I'm enjoying the game so far. I'm not going to whinge and moan too much about this, that or the other. I'm not going to complain like I've seen a lot of complaints on Twitter, etc., aimed directly at Codemasters. Yes, it seems a lot like 2020, where the game came out and it was very broken. 2021, and they seem to have repeated the same mistake. It's as if they've focused all their time and attention on Breaking Point and kind of left everything else But yeah, visually the game's awesome. But that's about it, as I had a massive snap of oversteer, and that's what I meant about the last turn of Australia. But yeah, I'm going to wait until tomorrow. Obviously, I hope to see might be a patch, and then see how long it takes thereafter. If there's not a patch, to see how long it takes thereafter to actually get a proper working game, as multiplayer can be quite unplayable, getting kicked from lobbies for no reason and everything. But back to Breaking Point, and I'm up to chapter 6 so far. Obviously I will be uploading it all, and yeah, Breaking Point is really good. It is really good. Like I said, I'm doing a playthrough of just smashing it and just trying to win as many things as I can and get as far as I can, and then what I will do is I'll do the opposite. Like, I'll fail or try to fail at everything and see if you can fail or see if you can get sacked. But yeah, this has been my first hit at Breaking Point. This is going to be the longest episode because I included another race afterwards. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it down below. I'm enjoying it so far, but let's see what happens next. Wherever you are in the world today, guys, hope you're well, hope you take care. Love to hear what you think down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, Ant.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new Racing Point driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed. Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car, You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake. How did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see you there.
What, like, out on the track today? You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us one sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. Yeah, these cars are a bit different to what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Racing Point were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Croft. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammate.
Well, the rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's barged his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused, concentrate.
That brush with his teammate, clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous seeing the two Racing Point teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these two drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mum, cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Oh, come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted you all lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Yeah. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop them from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.